Hello everyone, this is Zen speaking. Today the topic of the training is the introduction of integrated furniture door. There are two sections. The first one is the door of sliding wardrobe and the second one is the door of hinged wardrobe. Through this training, you can know the components, the styles, and the applications of these two kinds of door panels. In the meanwhile, kindly open your wardrobe manual 2019. During the training, we will get more information from it. For the door of sliding wardrobe, this section includes three parts. The first part is the components of sliding door, the second part is the standard size of sliding door, and the third part is the structure layout of sliding door. We will focus on the part 1 and part 2. The choice of the structure layout of sliding door can be done easily in CASA. Look at this picture. It shows the components of sliding door. The components include the stile, the rails, the center board, sliding door wheel, and track. In brief, the main components of sliding door are aluminum frame, center board, and accessories. And look at this picture. The aluminum frame includes stile, up rail, middle rail, and lower rail. The center board includes insert and waist. And the accessories include top track, bottom track, top sliding wheel, and bottom sliding wheel. Next, I will explain each part in more details. Let's look at the components of sliding door stile. This picture shows the sliding door stiles, and we should note these points. First, the insert thickness should be 9 mm or 5 mm for glass. And second, aluminum thickness is 1.5 mm. The third, finish color should be chosen from the available colors. Now, please open the manual to page 30, and we will take PWML 1009 for example. Let me enlarge this page and show you clearly. On the far left here is style code, and below is the old code. In this list, you can see what the aluminum frame looks like, and the section view of the aluminum frame. There are very detailed shapes and sizes on it. You needn't to remember them, just understand them. Then, look at the right side. Here is the door size for different insert style. The first one is hole insert type. It has two categories, general insert and glass insert, which has different size limit for height and width. For general inserts, the range of door height is from 1100 mm to 2450 mm, and the door width should be less than or equal to 1100 mm. For glass insert, the door height should be less than or equal to 2450 mm, and the range of door width is from 700 mm to 1000 mm. And the next one is divided insert type. Its size limit for height and width is different from the hole insert. The range of door height is from 1100 mm to 2800 mm, and the door width should be less than or equal to 1100 mm. Next is the code of different option set and the size requirements of corresponding single sliding door. These four items are the width limits of single sliding door with different views. Please refer to this standard size strictly in the design process. The advantage of this is to reduce the barriers to order and save the cost of customers. The last one is the optional corner for the style. You can select these corners easily in Casa, so you don't have to remember them. Okay, for other style, you can read the information by yourself. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Let's look at the components of sliding door tracks. This picture shows the sliding door tracks. Okay, let's open the menu and look at the page 32. Okay, let's look at page 32. The list shows the information of sliding door tracks. The first column is the track code, and at present, there are two kinds of tracks. You can see clearly the picture and profile of these two tracks. One thing should be noted here is that generally, the corner of the tracks are same with the aluminum frames. Next, let's talk about the sliding door hardware. It is on the page 83 in the manual. There are 4 kinds of sliding door wheel and the corresponding modules can be found in the quotation list. The sliding door wheel is set up automatically in Casa. It is suggested that you should follow the default sliding door wheel after designing the sliding door. And take this one for example. Its name is sliding door wheel set with double buffers, and its code is PWWT0036. You should pay attention to the notes. First one, this kind of sliding door wheel is matching upper tracks YL6904 or YL1904 and lower tracks YL8905 or YL1905. And the second one, this kind of sliding wheel is matching aluminum styles YL310 or YL630 or YL880 or YL970 or YL980. Let's look at the center board of sliding door. There are 2 kinds of center board, insert and waist. For insert, it can be divided into optional series below: melamine panel, also named wood grain panel, aluminum over, PVC core, leather, acrylic, lacquer panel, PVC panel, HPL, wood veneer panel, glass, and art lacquer panel. Okay, next I will show you each one in more details. Let's look at the melamine series. On the page 65, you can check the information about the melamine for door inserts. There are 5 corner options. 3 of them are non-grain, 1 of them is vertical wood grain, 1 of them is horizontal wood grain. And look at this picture. This one, and this one is grainless, and this one is vertical wood grain. This one is horizontal grain. Below the picture is information includes the code, the texture, usage, and thickness. And I take this one for example. Its code is PWMA0030, and we can ignore the old code. It is grainless and is for door panels and door inserts. Its available thickness is 9 mm or 18 mm. Then let's look at aluminum louver series. This kind of center board has already been limited, so it can be found in the manual. By the way, if you can't find the corners or codes in Casa, that means it can't be produced. Next, let's look at the PVC core series. PVC core series could be found on the page 65 in the manual. In this list, you can see each core style information includes the code, structure, size limit, thickness, and optional colors. This kind of door style is beautiful, generous, fashionable, and can be matched very well. It is suitable used in European style, but it can easily accumulate dust on the surface. Customer needs to spend some time to keep it clean. We should talk about this issue to customer in our plain presentation. Next one is leather series. Let's open the menu and see more information about it. Page 66 to 71 is for leather series. On page 66, you can see the 3D leather, flat laminated leather, and headboard leather and cushion leather. You can also see their optional color. From 67 to 71 is headboard cushion and seat cushion. For each style, the list shows the information includes leather pattern, leather type and color, and available size. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation. The grade of leather material is relatively high. It is representative of texture, so the price is generally high. The warm appearance feeling of leather brings warm and comfortable feeling to the user, which can bring the user relaxed and happy mood in the tense and busy modern life. The tenacity of leather material has brought enough strong safety for furniture, and its natural characteristics of environmental protection and pollution-free is also an important embodiment of safety. I would like to recommend you to promote it to elderly customers since the colors tend to dark. Next, let's look at HPL series and acrylic series. HPL series and acrylic series are on the page 59, and let's open the wardrobe menu. There are only two kinds of HPL board in OPI. The white one is 9mm thickness, and the black one is 18mm thickness, used as a hinged door. The advantages of HPL board are wear resistant, high temperature resistant, moisture proof, affordable price, and easy to be cleaned. The disadvantages of HPL board are that it can be shaped, so it has a single form with a poor fashion sense. Acrylic door panel is non-toxic, harmless even in a long-term contact with people. It has high hardness, good adaptability, and can be used outdoors. In addition, acrylic board is easy to maintain and clean. Below the picture, its information includes the code, order code, texture, usage, and thickness. And take this one for example. Its code is PWMV0012, and its color is pearl white, and its maximum panel size is 2440 by 1220 mm. And the panel thickness is 9mm, and is applied in aluminum framed door as door inserts or waists. It's worth noting that acrylic will form a reflection effect at night because of its glossy surface. It's not recommended to use it widely in the bedroom. Then, let's look at lacquer series. Lacquer series are on the page 58. Let's open the wardrobe menu. Lacquer series include high gloss lacquer and matte lacquer. In the list, you can see the optional color and the code of the lacquer panel. The lacquer door panel is rich in shape, bright in color, and good in decoration. Its surface is bright and has a certain mirror effect, which can play a certain role in lightening up the space. It also has the advantages of anti-pollution, waterproof, moisture-proof, and fireproof performance. However, the technology of lacquer door panel is complex, and the price is relatively high. It is free of bumps and scratches. Once damaged, it needs to be replaced as a whole, and if it is used in a wardrobe with high frequency of use, it needs a lot of patience for the daily maintenance for the core board. Matte lacquer refers to the paint with lower gloss compared with glossy lacquer. It is generally divided into semi-matte paint. The degree of gloss is about 40 to 60, and full matte paint, the degree of gloss is less than 30. Matte lacquer is more resistant to dirty. The overall matte lacquer is dark. The high gloss lacquer is prone to scratches or local ring marks, which looks more beautiful. The next one is PVC spheres, an open wardrobe panel. On the page 60 to 62 is about PVC foil spheres, and you can see the optional color and code from these pages. The range of application of PVC spheres is relatively large because it can have a shape on the surface, so there are many choices of designs. In addition, the price is relatively moderate. I recommend you promote it when you introduce products to customers. And the next one is wood veneer spheres. Wood veneer spheres are on the page 51. You can see that the corner of wood veneer spheres is dark. It is suitable for classical style and American style of wardrobe, and the age of customer who will choose it would be higher. The grade of wood veneer spheres is relatively high, so the price is generally high. And the next one is glass spheres. Glass spheres are shown on the page 72 to 73. There are many kinds of glass. You can see the picture of each kind of glass, and the right is information include the name, code, note, and size. And take this one for example. As you can see, its name is clear glass and its code is PWMB0002. You should pay attention to the notes. Here it shows where this kind of glass is suitable to apply. And this kind of glass is not suitable for aluminum style PWML4013 or PWML1013. And here shows the size limit and thickness. Its maximum size is 2440 by 1830 mm, and its thickness is 5 or 8 mm. Kindly consider the size of glass seriously when you are doing design, because in the price of transportation, the larger the size of glass, the greater the risk of damage. Next one is art lacquer spheres. Page 74 is about art lacquer spheres. It shows the information about the single door size and the pattern of different kinds of art lacquer. You can choose corresponding code and color according to your design requirements. It seems that art lacquer spheres is more colorful. The style may be more suitable for youngers, especially for the family has small kids. Try to promote it when family has a little child. Next is waist spheres. Waist spheres are on the page 75 to 76. There are many different kinds of waist. You can check the pattern and the code of each kind of waist, and below the picture, you can check the size and the note. And take this one for example. Its code is PWXD0004, and its standard size is 1200 by 200 by 9 mm. We should pay attention to the notes. For this kind of waist, The front of the waist is white curving waist. The back of the waist is 4 mm thick silver mirror. You should know that the size in the list is the standard size. The standard waist chosen from CASA can be produced, and if you want to change the size, waists would be non-standard waists, and they are different, which is much higher. So I strongly recommend you to use standard one. The designer can match the style of waist according to the style of core board. Next, let's look at the second part, the standard size of sliding door. There is one point you should keep in mind. That is, the height and width of sliding door depends on the specification of aluminum frame. Generally, the height range of single sliding door is 1,800 mm to 2,800 mm. The width range is 600 mm to 1,200 mm. You can see the size of sliding door for different aluminum frame on the page 30 to 31. By the way, you should pay attention to the overlap between two doors during your design working. The position of overlap may result in some functional accessories can't be opened smoothly. The third part is sliding door structure layout. On the page 29, you can see the information about sliding door structure layout includes code, profile, and picture. We can choose the item in CASA with customer's demand. The style of pattern includes one whole piece, combination of two pieces, combination of three pieces, and a combination of center board and waist inserted. This page is the step to customize the style of sliding door. First of all, choose the structure layout, and then change the material of center board or waist, and next, change the door of aluminum frame according to the color of the insert. Finally, confirm the view. It's very easy to finish those steps in CASA. Now, let's turn to section 2. The classification of hinged door. It includes PVC, aluminum frame, solid wood, wood grain frame, and lacquer. Please note that the dimension range of single door cannot follow this standard. In general situation, the range of height is from 300 to 2,300 mm. And the range of width is from 300 to 600 mm. In other situations, the limited size is decided by the door style. You can check more details from the manual. First, let's look at solid wood severs. The solid wood door severs are not the main product for the overseas market, because its price is relatively high and the produce period is very long. You can find corresponding information in the manual. If the customers really have the needs for it, please consult us. The solid wood door panel has natural wood grain texture and color, and the surface has exquisite curving profile, which not only has gorgeous appearance, but also has various styles. The wood is moderately hard and soft, with warm touch. It is often used in classical style and American style. Next, let's look at melamine severs. The melamine door consists of base material and melamine finishing. It is mainly suitable for the design of modern style. It is generally recommended that the door and the cabinet body are the same door or closed. Please refer to pages 22 to 24 in the manual for melamine doors types. And open the manual. In the list, you can see the details about the different kind of melamine door. Taking the first one for example, And the far left is the style code. Next is the picture and profile. You can clearly see what the style door looks like and the 3 views. Then is the techniques of this style door. It includes a door size limit, drawer front size limit, the kind of edge banding, and the optional finish. For this kind of melamine door, for door size limits, the range of width is from 200 mm to 600 mm, and the range of the height is from 350 mm to 2330 mm. For drawer front, the size limit, the range of the width is from 300 mm to 1200 mm, and the range of the height is from 160 mm to 400 mm. For edge banding, its edges are sealed with aluminum edge. That code is FB F10. For optional finish, our melamine optional, please specify the required green direction. The far right is the information about the thickness and the base material of this style door. And for this kind of melamine door, the door thickness is 22 mm and the base material is particle board or MDF. You don't have to remember the information, but should know how to check the information when you choose one of these door styles. Then, let's look at PVC series. The PVC door panel has advantages of rich color and unique shape. Because the four sides of the door panel can be sealed as a whole after molding, so there is no need to be sealed the edge again, which solves the problem of low glue intensity of edge banding after a long time of use. In addition, the door panel can be made a very complex shape. It is easy to be cleaned and has a moderate price. I think it is a good choice for the most of customers. The PVC door panel are commonly used in European style design. It has a shape and is integrated into a whole. Its lines and patterns are particularly elegant and allowable, and can be matched with European-style top line and handle to make the over style is unified. Optional door style, please check from the page 7 to 19. It is divided into two parts, PVC-4 and PVC-4 wrapped. You can read for more details by yourself. Next one is lacquer series. Lacquer door is the same with lacquer insert. It is in the middle or high-end class product. There is high gloss and matte lacquer for option. Here I want to elaborate its advantages and disadvantages. Please refer to page 1 to 6 of the manual for the door types you can make. And you can find that it can be made into different shapes and arc cabinet, which is suitable for a variety for styles of design. We should pay attention to this, because the base material of lacquer board is MDF, its physical performance is relatively weak. We must install the door straightener at the back of the door to prevent the door from deformation when it is over a certain size. Please note the reference size range given. In general, for PVC hinged door, when the height is over 1400 mm, the width is less than or equal to 500 mm, need one door panel straightener. When the height is over 1400 mm, the width is over 500 mm, need two door panel straightener. When the height is less than or equal to 1400 mm, don't need door panel straightener. The available width of hinged door. The range of the width is from 300 mm to 600 mm. For lacquer hinged door, when the height is over 1,600 mm, the width is less than or equal to 500 mm, need one door panel straightener. When the height is over 1,600 mm, and the width is over 500 mm, need two door panel straightener. When the height is less than or equal to 1,600 mm, don't need door panel straightener. The available width of the hinged door. The range of the width is from 300 mm to 600 mm. Next, let's look at aluminum frame series. The components of aluminum frame door include an aluminum frame and core board. Aluminum frame doors usually use embedded glass. Of course, they can also be made of wood grain board. On page 33 to 35 in the manual, you can see the details of hinged door styles. And open the wardrobe manual. Taking the first one for example. On the far left is the code of this kind of style. Next, you can see the picture and profile of this style. You can clearly see what the style looks like and know the size in details. Below is information about the views. Next is about the door size. It is divided into three parts. The first one is divided in insert type. You can see the door's height and width limit. And the range of the door height is from 500 mm to 2,600 mm, and the range of the door width is from 300 mm to 600 mm. The second one is whole insert type. You can also see the door's height and width limit. The range of the door height is from 350 mm to 2,400 mm, and the range of the door width is from 300 mm to 600 mm. The third one is size limit of drawer and flip door. For flap doors, the range of door height is from 300 mm to 500 mm, and the range of the width is from 350 mm to 1,200 mm. For drawer fronts, the range of the front height is 160 mm to 350 mm, and the range of the width is from 350 mm to 1,100 mm. On the far right is an optional color. Please pay attention to the standard size of the relevant aluminum frame door. The price needs to be multiplied by the corresponding coefficient if it is over the size limit. At the same time, it is not recommended to install a handle. It will be better to make a rebound door. The last one is wood frame series. The components of wood grain frame door include the wood frame and the insert. Most of the door can be made into wooden frame structure. Please refer to the notes of related door panel series for specific structure and size restrictions. Let's look at page 25 to 28. You can see the information about the wood frame door. And open the wardrobe manual. Taking the first one for example. On the left are the style code, picture, and profile. On the left are the techniques and matched finish. You can see the insert thickness and the size limit for different style. Okay, here is the end of this training. Thanks for your watching. See you!